All right.
So I guess we're probably also heading there since I don't know anything else we're doing.
Right, we got the message.
Vixen told you.
Vixen, yeah.
Yeah, Vixen told you because she said that Olivia didn't know where to get a hold of you guys. So she told Vixen, hoping that it would somehow get to you guys through her.
So somehow we'll be meeting up.
And so, Dan, you're heading straight to House Ball, correct?
Yes.
Okay. For time frame, you guys are probably finishing up your conversation with Tony at the moment.
Yes. I'm going to try to get there early, though, to deal with one very important errand.
Fair enough.
Well, it's going to take us like 6 hours to get there, so...
Oh, it's okay. This takes 6 hours.
You've got time.
As you arrive to House Spa, or the front of it, you see essentially a small army in front of it, moving people along, keeping the area clear. There's something of a construction crew basically hurrying to try and get things rebuilt. So suffice to say, it's a busy place at the moment.
Okay. I find from what I remember, he was I remember Vesper was like here working on like the last of the resurrections, I believe.
Resurrection takes time, so he's been here for he's been here for a while, and he'll be here for a while.
Yay! I'm gonna visit him, give him a big hug. It's very important.
Getting into House Spa.
Yes.
Getting into House Spa is not overly difficult for you. The guards are, well, they're on high alert, to put it mildly. They are very much ready to draw blood at a moment's notice, but they know who you are, so they let you in begrudgingly. And you are escorted. Nevertheless, you are escorted to where Vesper is, with the explanation that it's a security measure. They have no reason to not trust you, but it's a policy put into place, to be safe.
Dandy is understanding.
And when then he
gets. Okay, so yeah, he gets the horse.
Yes, Vesper is very busy and very deep in concentration, but he's alive and well. They've given him a couple of support staff to help as needed.
I've time to prepare the perfect hug when he's done. That is all.
All right. So so I'm taking you want to.
I'm waiting until he's done concentrating, and then I'm gonna give him the hug.
Vesper, you've been given the perfect hug. 10 out of 10. Would hug again. I mean, technically speaking, the rules of taking 10 and taking 20 don't exist in 5e. For those who aren't familiar with the concept of taking 10 or taking 20, in 3rd edition, you could quote-unquote take a 10 with a check, meaning you could sit there and take time to prepare to do something, rather than just rolling a skill check right off the bat. Say, for example, preparing for a performance in the evening, rehearsing, practicing, getting things ready, so on and so forth, so that when you put it on, everything goes according to plan. Versus just busting out your instrument and doing an impromptu performance right in the street. Well, again, I'm explaining this for people who may not be familiar with this.
Well, yes, it's mostly if you can take your time rather than when you're stressed in the middle of combat.
And conversely, there's taking 20, which is essentially extreme preparation with lots of time to prepare to do so.
Yes, it's usually
I think the implication
doing the same thing over and over again until you get it perfectly.
Exactly.
So
if you're trying to craft a good sword, and so you keep making swords, and then if they're not perfect, you toss them.
Make all of the iron daggers.
Oh gosh.
Taking 20 is less preparation and more beating your head against the wall.
Yeah.
Until the wall falls down.
Essentially what I'm getting at is, at the end of the day, we'll say for all intents and purposes, you took a 20 for that hug.
So there were 19
there were lots of
hugs.
Well, he had to practice.
This is acceptable.
Get his form ready, and But when the time came, ain't no beating that hug. Is there anything else? Is there anything else you wanted to do, Dandy? After
wait for the rest. Wait for everyone else to come back.
Okay.
To further the plot.
Very good. All right, so we will go ahead and move to. I take you guys wish to speak to Olivia.
Probably.
I hope so.
All right. Then we'll go ahead and skip to the next morning. You guys have, we'll say, managed to reconvene. Cora and Saya, I presume you spend the night in the carriage, yes?
Yeah, for a night.
Yes.
All right, Baiguang. We won't worry too much about it. Time is somewhat of the essence. So we'll say you guys more or less managed to meet up. We'll say around noonish or so. And before we move on to House Boss, does anybody wish to say anything to each other?
Nothing springs to mind.
You have any idea
Hello.
how they was summoned?
No.
We were paid. I quit. There's no reason why they would want to summon us.
Do you think maybe we're heading into a trap?
No, maybe personal business.
The
Olivia
messages-
Burns trap us.
the message seemed to be from Olivia rather than Gear or any of the others.
We should probably check on. How was Gear doing last time we saw him?
He was doing all right. A bit
He was
shaken,
alive.
from shock, but
That's the most important, is alive.
Asai would want to check on him.
Danny would also want to check on him.
But we're heading to Olivia first, I'm assuming.
No.
I mean,
No, never.
Compared to his dad, he seems relatively all right. Now that we have that juxtaposition.
Yeah, I mean, now that we have his dad who's almost as bad as Ileana.
It's like,
Dad
okay,
is.
It's like we didn't
all
like you
right.
that much before, but next to him, you're kind of all right.
A very, very bitter old man.
All right. And do you guys take the carriage to get there, or do you just kind of mosey on along the way?
We could pick everyone up.
I mean, if that's an option, we might as well.
Let's go over to Snowdawn, pick everyone up.
All right. En route to House Ball from Snowdawn, there's a bit of a commotion in the streets, and you guys hear cries of "Hey, hey, hey! I know that place! Hey, hey!" And the voice gets closer, and suddenly there's a loud knocking on the door into the carriage.
To the cage.
Yes,
Which one?
yours.
There are there are several doors.
Oh,
Bottom floor, I'm assuming.
yes.
Okay.
And how many doors do you have on the bottom floor?
Why are there doors
Probably
that
two.
are on not the bottom floor?
There's a single door on the back of the second floor.
Okay.
Right. So that said, there's a loud banging on one of the two doors. I presume, is the entire group downstairs, or is some of you upstairs?
I'm not in the carriage.
Yeah.
No, he's not in the carriage. Everyone else is in the carriage.
Then in that case, Dandy.
Hang on. We're going from Ba to Snowdawn in the carriage?
No,
No, we're going to Ba.
everyone. Okay, Corvine
I'm
and
already
Sai
at
picked
Ba.
everyone up. And now
Yes,
they're going to
you're
Ba.
already at Ba. Everyone else is not.
Yeah, okay. There
so
we go.
the rest of us are convening at Ba.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
you went the day before.
Right, yes, that's fair enough. Okay. Well, those who are downstairs, again, hear the loud pounding on the door. Hey! Hey! And Washington shouts up to the carriage, boss!
Okay. Corvine's gonna open a window and look down at the commotion from the second floor.
You see a very odd-looking horse. It appears to be a painted horse, wearing a rather bizarre outfit. If you wanted to talk stereotypical wizard, that's probably what this thing is wearing, although a little more garish.
A lot more garish.
Bearded?
And looks up. Hey! Hey, you!
Yes.
You have an orange alpaca there, right? Inside of there?
Amber is here, right?
Yeah, she's typing.
Okay. No, I mean like legitimately in the cage.
I mean, she was chilling near. I mean, is there any reason Amber wouldn't be? Is a better question.
That's up to her.
Hmm.
We'd go to pick her up at least.
Fair enough. Amber, you in the carriage? All right, cool.
Yes.
Probably.
Well, we did pick you up, so.
Tonisaku.
So most likely yes.
So yes, yeah, you have an orange alpaca in there, right? Name of Amber, right?
Maybe. Who wants to know?
Don't play coy with me. I'm an old friend of hers. She owes me a lot of money.
I thought she paid for that magic dagger. Good, nice reference.
So why does she owe you money?
Oh
Well,
my gosh, Wait, I'm using the wrong voice for that. Oh my gosh, he found me. I don't know how, but he found me.
Amber, you're in there, right? Come out here. Let me show them why you owe me some money.
Hold on, let me step outside. I'll talk to him. Okay, I got the voice back.
All right, so I take it you step outside.
So hold on. I want to make a since
And she's stepping outside. Yep.
I want to make an insight.
All right, go right ahead.
22. So what does it seem like his intentions are?
It appears his intentions are to collect some money.
His intention is, where my money?
How?
Where
And
my money?
it appears he's more of a show than tell kind of individual, apparently. And as Amber steps out,
Well, what I'm trying to gauge is like how dangerous this is potentially.
there's some mischief, but no danger here.
Okay.
Anyways, as Amber steps out, he turns towards her and catches a grin. Ah, there you are. Now then, he turns and looks at everybody who's inside. Let me show you what she owes me money for. And with that, he utters a soft incantation, and a magical aura surrounds Amber. And in a brief moment, it's gone. And Amber, and what stands before you is, well, a male Amber.
Manber.
That.
Care to explain to them?
She shocks. I'm not sure what she means by shocks, and collapses to the ground.
She's shocked.
Okay.
Or shakes or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Either way, she collapses to the ground.
What?
Listen.
It's gotta be deeper now. It's a dude.
No. Wait, in front of us or them?
Amber is a dude now.
Oh.
Yeah. You can't do the high pitch.
Yeah, I could do guy voices. Listen.
I can do my Sedgwick voice.
Yes.
Listen. Look, there's something I need to tell you guys. Something I haven't yet because I was afraid of your reactions. But I suppose there's no backing out of it now. Say that. She continues to the spell. She turns to the spellcaster and continues. Just change me back already, okay? I have your stupid money.
There, a whole bunch of stuff appeared all at once that you skipped.
Oh.
Yeah, actually.
Wow, okay. Okay. Before that, I meant to tell you guys sooner. I really did. But
No, actually earlier than that.
even earlier, what the heck? You had all this copy pasted.
So yeah.
No, go
What
actually,
the heck? Okay, further back.
Yeah, go find the last thing you actually read and then carry on from there.
It's so
Okay,
yeah.
here we go. Found it. So,
Alex.
yeah. If it wasn't already obvious, I wasn't actually born a girl. I always knew something was wrong with me growing up, but it wasn't until recently until I had to cast a spell on me when I was younger. And I've been trying to pay off my debts ever since.
Hey,
It's why I left home.
Can you hold that thought for just a split second? I gotta run to the restroom. Sorry.
You want me to pause right there? He wants me to pause right there.
We don't need him. Keep reading anyway.
Yeah.
It's why I became a traveling musician. I meant to tell you guys sooner. I really did. But I didn't. I'm sorry. If you don't want to continue traveling with me, or if you think I'm disgusting, I understand. Just change me back already, okay? I have your stupid money.
Okay.
Now we have to wait for him.
There we go. I would have loved to read that in my Sedgwick voice, but oh well.
You need to have read it in your resin voice.
That'd be a little too much. Also, that would hurt reading that many paragraphs.
Oh man, I never thought I'd get to use this, but I'm glad I did.
Oh no.
It is much more suited to ripping and tearing in short bursts.
Yeah, let's not read in that voice.
Why do you think he wanted to change? Everyone was scared of him.
That's a little rude.
Unduly so. Totally undeserved.
Okay, now it hurts.
Right, sorry about that interruption. Actually, I'll be honest with you guys. I didn't actually have to use the bathroom. I lied. I needed to take a completely different matter. That was the quickest and easiest thing I could think of to logically explain pausing a session quite suddenly.
Prevaricator.
So, yeah, Corvine's rushing down.
All right. Sorry. Let me. Okay. He waves a hoof and utters a few more words, and Amber changes back, being female once more. Well, good. I hope so. After all, you owe me. I think last time I checked was about 1,000 gold.
She holds a hoof. Oh, both hoofs over her face.
He pauses for a moment and looks down at her. Looks up. Well, what's the reactions of the rest of the group? Like, what are their expressions at the moment?
Oh man, if only Dandy were there.
Corvine looks angry.
How close are we to the gate?
Hey, Dandy.
Yeah?
How would you feel if I were to say that you had step outside for a moment and witness this from afar?
That'd be pretty good.
All right. let's say you stepped outside to help out with something. You saw the carriage coming nearby, and you saw the scene unfold.
Be a bit of providence.
As you were heading up to meet them.
There we go. You spotted the carriage from a distance. You decided to go out to meet him, and you saw this just as you were leaving House Ball.
So he just walks up, says, "Hey guys, what? I'm glad you made it. What's going on? Wait, what?
Oh, your friend here owes me a large sum of money. You see, she wasn't always a she. She was actually born a male, and I can't. Well, being the experimenter that I am, I decided to create a spell to see if there's a way to change one's sex. You see, and she was one of my first. She was one of my first patients, shall we say?
That's interesting."
And apparently, she didn't appreciate me transforming her back to being a male in front of her friends.
Of course she did.
But Anivan.
Wow, well, you're. Yeah. That's. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. That's just kind of mean.
Well, they asked what she owed me money for, and I figured it was...
And so you just outed her in front of everyone?
Well, I figured it was
Couldn't
a
have
lot
made
quicker.
this, a private affair for a personal issue or anything? It seems, I don't know, that seems a little...
Wait, hold up. Did we ask what she owes you money for?
Well, yeah, she did. He points at Corbine.
She looks to Corbine and sighs.
Quick out of character question. You mentioned there was a commotion. Does that imply there are onlookers?
There are a few onlookers, yes, who look a little surprised.
Okay.
No. It's funny that you mention, sex-changing magic and all that, because actually, that's actually something that I have, a friend of mine researching for, personal reasons I won't talk about in public because it's none of your business. Just like, hoof motions to Amber.
Well, it's kind of silly to mention it in public and then not actually discuss it. Besides, good luck. Good luck for your friend getting it. An extremely complex spell. As far as I know, I'm the only one who's ever been able to make it.
Interesting.
He looks back over at Amber. What is I assume Amber sort of collapsed on a heap on the ground with her hooves covering her face. Is that fairly accurate? Okay.
Yep, apparently.
He opens and shuts his mouth silently.
Did you say what manner of ungulate this wizard is?
A painted horse.
Painted horse.
For frame reference, those of you who are MLP fans, think Sunburst.
Gotcha.
Maybe come back later. I'm getting the feeling that now might not be the best time to collect.
You don't say.
Right. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do.
Corvine walks up to him.
Hold that thought for just a quick second. He's gonna mention the name of something, and I need to consult my notes to make sure I say the right name. Oh,
Say the
I'm
wrong
opening
name,
the
I
wrong.
see.
I'm opening the wrong thing. There we go. Okay. I should have had this open ahead of time, but I didn't. Oh, so many freaking folders.
It's okay. It gives me time to look something up as well.
Oh gosh, why are there so many freaking folders? Which one is it?
Double check if he's breaking any laws.
There are a few he's breaking, but we probably shouldn't mention that.
I once memorized these laws. Do you think I'd remember if he's breaking them?
Okay.
Some.
Yes, he says, well, when you're ready to finish paying me, I'll be at the Flantorn Guild.
Yeah, but Corvine walks up to him.
He looks up.
Oh.
Yes.
She shoves a bag of gold at him. Now, don't harass her ever again.
Just a second. He looks down. Oh, well, your kindness is appreciated and all that, but I'm afraid she's the one that has to pay. It is a deal between she and I. But I'll get out of your fleece now.
No.
Takes a step back. Right, I'll be there when you need me. He turns around and trots off.
Disturbing the general peace and no unsightly behavior possibly.
So I was going to step out of the carriage, kneel down, and place a hoof over Amber.
Yes, Corvine's gonna go back to doing that too.
That's unpleasant. Well, Her other forehoof seems to be trembling with anger, almost nearing the rapier on her back, but she stopped herself.
Dandy walks over to the side and just says, "Don't violence. You're never going to hear me say this, but violence is not the answer here.
I know.
Besides, I think I have a solution of my own, but it'll take some discussion with Vesper."
So that wasn't a bluff.
No, I have looked into this before, and I've mentioned it to Corvine before. That's anyway.
Amber, are you all right?
She nods.
Well, just know I won't think any less.
Me neither.
That would be ridiculous of me.
Yeah, he goes and puts his Danny goes up and puts his hoof on Amber's shoulder and says, It doesn't matter to me if you're a boy or a girl. You're still pretty cool to me."
Thank you.
I don't think any of our opinions of you have changed after meeting this fellow.
I would say changed at all.
This horse, though, does change a few things, though, or at least you want some things being changed.
I hope I don't have to deal with him.
Leave it to me. And we should. Amber, would you like to see Olivia as this, or would you care? Would you like to
She was
opt
already
out?
changed back.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot! I'm so dumb.
Yeah, sorry. She was changed back.
I'm already voicing as her female self.
Yeah, she was basically. She said, "Change me back," and he did without much fuss.
And if, well, then he just says, "Are you feel all right to meet Olivia, Amber?"
She nods silently.
All right. Let's go.
All right. Give me one quick shake of a stick. Just had to suddenly realize something that I could do that was mildly smart.
I shook a stick. Your time is up.
No! Oh no! I I did a bad. There we go. No, it's not bad. Okay. Well, when you guys head back to House Spa, the scene is as described before. It's very busy, whatever have you. And when it's discovered that you're here to see Olivia, no one less than Ontario himself, of course, comes out to see the lot of you. He doesn't seem as angry as usual at seeing you guys. I mean, he's still pretty furious, of course, but he seems
Hello, Ontario.
as angry.
Just an
He
angry
snorts.
individual.
He snorts. Yeah.
We're here to see Olivia.
Yeah. I know.
Lead the way.
It's just Olivia is in the library.
Understood.
All right, this way. He leads you off to the side. Head into the library.
Look at this familiar
It's
stuff.
been a long time.
Well, here we are again.
A hot minute.
It's always such a pleasure.
All right, I need to put some amber out there.
I'm already here.
To
Let's see.
controlled by amber. Save changes. There we go. Okay. And as you guys go in, Ontario stands off to the side. Stand up over here, watching a lot of you. Like a hawk obviously doesn't really exist in this setting, but you get the idea.
What are you saying that birds that carry small ungulates off of cliffs don't exist here?
Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to move you. There we go. Okay. We are missing Maiwang.
Let me remedy that.
We're also missing all the familiars. Oh,
To answer your question, no, I don't have a specific sprite for Ontario. Partly because I've been using this bull for Ontario for so long that. I mean, I'm not going to argue. I'm not
It's
going to.
now Ontario.
I mean, if someone wants to make a custom sprite for Ontario, that would be baller.
Well, I mean, there's a generic sprite that looks very similar to that.
Is there a generic bull one?
I'm pretty sure you said you saved them as soon as I posted them.
Let me check.
But I can carry on and I can grab the thing for you real quick.
I can just imagine Ontario as a bull that's twice the size of everyone else.
PM it to me real quick. That way I don't.
Don't tell me what to do. I'm already doing it.
So I don't accidentally scroll through backlog. Oh,
I can modify it later to look angry.
and a little more beefy, but yes, that'll do just perfectly. Thank you. And I now mean that pun. I didn't mean that pun initially, but I mean it now.
Own it.
I will own that beef pun. All right then.
Such a beefcake.
Another. Oh gosh. Anyways, because admittedly another reason I like the bull for is because Ontario is a huge dude. Like,
Yeah.
all right, there we go.
He's
Ontario.
supposed to be like, what was it, Texas?
Is he
But-
he large sized?
He's as big as a medium-sized creature can get, basically.
Pushing the boundaries.
Yeah. In fact, we'll do that. He's
So
not
he is a
actually large,
creature.
but we'll just put that for looks, essentially. Like, I'm watching you.
Please no.
Mhm.
You
Please no.
especially.
Please no.
Watching you.
Yeah.
Runs. Anyway,
The Ember slowly ekes away. Like, nope. Right, sorry.
Attack.
As you walk in, Olivia appears to be reading a book, but Ontario announces you quite noisily, so she puts it down and turns around.
Oh no, don't become a Hydra.
No, she's not reading that book.
That's
Oh,
good.
you came. Oh, thank goodness. Thank you. I didn't know if you would come or not. I didn't know for sure if Vixen would be able to get my message to you.
How is Gear?
Well, he's all right. He's. She sort of looks down at the ground to collect her thoughts. He's Oh, I don't have the word for it, but if you've ever seen a soldier after they've been through a particularly a bloody battle, there's like a look. There's sort of oh. Anyways, he's not as responsive as he usually is, but he's okay. His body's okay. I just think his mind is adjusting. I guess, nearly dying is pretty harrowing experience.
Or never changes.
Has changed.
I've had the experience before, but yes, I might be a little more prepared.
Yes, shell shocked is indeed exactly what I'm referring to. Just that phrase probably doesn't exist during this sort of time period. So
I'm not sure if soldier or war exists either, but it probably does.
Well, I think captain of the guard in Hoshin would probably mean that they have soldiers.
Yeah, that's Hoshan, and that's a different culture.
fair. We'll say guard then,
Okay.
or militiaman, or whatever the equivalent of militiaman would be in
Yeah,
terms.
I get
Sheer shocked.
Um,
It's the shock of getting sheared.
essentially, the poor guy is suffering from PTSD.
Yeah.
That said, I think he'll be okay. He jumps a bit at loud noises. Well, I mean, more so than a normal ungulate would. Anyways, I actually wanted to bring y'all here to apologize. I just I don't really have a lot of friends. And I haven't really had friends. You see, I don't leave the house. I don't leave the complex much.
I can relate to that.
And I was just, I think the ritual downstairs is just the coolest thing ever. The most interesting thing ever. And I wanted to share it. Just wanted to share it with my friends. I forgot that it was a state secret. Yeah, that.
So you know too, Ontario.
He stands stone, silent.
He stands stoned.
I will take it as a yes.
I had a feeling that's why you wanted to apologize. There wasn't really anything else to apologize for.
Yeah,
But I want you to know it's okay.
Well, I forgot that you guys would have to take an oath to remain silent about it. I didn't want to force that on you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I guess I just got a little carried away. You're not mad at me, are you?
I see no reason you need to apologize in the first place.
Well, I can't imagine talking to Tor was pleasant. I mean, he's a fine brother, but he's a bit can be a bit mean sometimes.
Tor wasn't the one who irritated me.
What
Was it
he not?
father?
She nods. A little bit.
She just had a sad sigh. He wasn't always like that. You see, a father is, well, when you run house spa, when you're when you're running it, be it the patriarch or the matriarch, you have a lot on your plate. And to be frank, you don't have a lot of time to figure it all out. I mean, because of where we are, we live a little our kin back in the meadows, but we don't have 30, 40 years to figure it out. So father had to acclimate very quickly, and plus, well, when mother died, he just I personally I just don't think he knew what to do with himself. Mistress Olivia, this is not really appropriate to share. Please, Ontario. Mistress Olivia, quiet. Ontario presses his lips together and takes a half step back. As you wish. Father is... He's always been distant out of necessity, you see. Gear really is the one who sort of raised us, I guess. So you have to... Father isn't a bad person. He just... A hard life was dealt to him, and he had to become hard to deal with it.
He was made jaded.
And Gear... Well, he's had to be the father could never be, on top of his duties.
I understand.
But,
Sorry for levying complaints like that.
one more time? Sorry.
Sorry for levying complaints like that.
Okay.
It's not really fair to you.
You okay, Dandy? You...
I just have something on my mind right now.
She tilts her head curiously.
Yeah. I have a... Well, I suppose I'm not the one with the dilemma, but doesn't mean I'm not still thinking about it, I guess. It's nothing really. Don't worry about it.
As you say that, you see the curiosity in her eyes burn all the brighter.
I know that look.
She opens her mouth and sort of tries to shut it, open it, shut it. As Ontario clears his throat quite loudly, she sort of jolts a bit and her hoof slams down. Yes, so thank you. I just wanted to apologize a bit. So, I'd love to have you stay, but unfortunately, we're not allowed to have visitors stay at the complex. for now. She nudges towards the entrance gate. Obvious reasons.
Yes. So she told us to get out, right?
Essentially, it was a very polite way of saying our official business, quote unquote, has concluded.
Yes.
So I have to ask you to leave.
Uh-huh. Sorry, I cut out at the start of it, so
Gotcha. So
that's fine.
it's very polite. It's time to go.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay. Yes, that's fine. I'll take my leave now, if that's okay.
She nods.
Well, this looks familiar. I'm gonna go and look for Vesper again.
And suffice to say, Ontario's all too happy to
Shut us out.
see you out the door.
I ship it.
Oh no. I was sending a PM.
And
It's secret, but fun.
Secret but fun.
Yeah.
that's an old
Old spicy meme.
sure is.
That's a spicy meatball.
All right, hold on a second. We're not actually done here just yet.